What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video, and today, it is time that we discuss what happened on the House floor just a couple days ago. Now, as many of you probably heard, there was an open rebellion that happened within the Republican majority. There was several very conservative Republicans in the House that went against the party as a big middle finger to Kevin McCarthy and the rest of leadership. This is in response to what happened with the debt deal, which again, we've gone over so many times how that was not a compromise. We got nothing. A compromise is when both sides get something. We got nothing. That wasn't a compromise. Stop this baloney that, oh, that was totally a compromise. Yet the Democrats were openly celebrating how they got everything they wanted. But I'm certain that that was a compromise on our part. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below, guys. Go follow Real American Politics on Twitter. It is a great Twitter account everyone should follow. Of course, follow the Rumble page down below for exclusive content. And of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $3 a month, you can join Real American, which is a phenomenal deal, as it helps support the daily content we all know and love. You love the daily content? Well, this is the best way to support it. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Also, we will be having a live stream tonight at 7:55 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be going live to react to the Chris Christie town hall on CNN. Yeah, Chris Christie's having another town hall. Of course, links are in the top right corner. You will see it. Click the link to the stream and you will be sent to the stream page. Of course, click the notification button on the stream, like the stream, all that good stuff. So the second the live stream starts, you get notified. And I hope everybody tunes in, share with your friends, all that good stuff. Alright, everybody. It is time that we discuss what happened a couple of days ago. And I know I'm a little bit late to the party on this because there's been some fascinating stuff happen recently. But it's time we discuss this because this is a pretty big deal. So if you don't know what happened, there was a debt deal a couple weeks ago, obviously, and the more conservative part of the majority, they are pretty pissed off at McCarthy right now. Now, they aren't going to do a motion to vacate just yet, from everything we know, but they are in fact going to just screw with McCarthy as much as possible. The House's conservative hardliners aren't done exacting revenge on GOP leaders for what they see as Speaker McCarthy's broken promises during Washington's debt drama, which it was, because a big part of the deal was the vast majority of the caucus, more than the Democrats, would be supportive of a bill, and more Democrats voted in favor of it than Republicans. And they were lied to about that, because they were making it sound like virtually all Democrats weren't, or basically none of the Democrats were in support, and it was just a few of the moderate types. Well, that's a bunch of bull. A band of roughly a dozen firebrands, mostly in the Trump-aligned Freedom Caucus, have successfully derailed senior Republicans' plans to pass even widely popular party priorities on the floor this entire week. Yeah, so this is just going to be a middle finger to McCarthy, because it's like, you screwed us over in the debt limit stuff. Now you're suddenly going to pass conservative stuff? It's like, so wait a minute. You're telling me the debt limit stuff wasn't going to pass because of compromise, but you're going to be passing stuff that's no way in hell going to pass the Senate? I can understand why people are a bit frustrated by this, because it's like, so you're going to compromise with Biden for stuff that the caucus hates because that's going to pass, but then you pass stuff we want, but it's not. It's like, what? What is this plan? And they're preparing to make trouble beyond choking some floor action. More broadly, McCarthy's right flank is trying to reassert control over a large swath of the GOP agenda. Already, blocks of conservatives are pushing Republican leaders to ramp up attacks against Biden officials, while also pushing for spending cuts this fall that would essentially re-engage on last week's debt deal. Simply put, conservatives who feel they got rolled by McCarthy's deal with President Biden are now telling him, not again. Now they've ground the House floor to a halt for the foreseeable future and returned GOP leaders to a familiar spot, forced to surge hard-right critics who make up a tiny minority of their 5-seat majority. That's a bunch of bull, but yeah. So this isn't going too well for McCarthy. And a lot of people are just pissed off. It's like, so you're not going to work with us on this debt stuff, but you're going to pass other stuff that's not going to pass? It's like, whoop-de-frickin'-do. And again, they did vote against some good stuff that, that should have probably passed. But it's like, you're going to pass that, but you're not going to compromise? Again, it's a dumb situation and just baffling that what McCarthy did with the debt stuff. McCarthy and his leadership team failed again on Wednesday to reach a truce with conservatives, who are refusing to allow floor action, delivering a humiliating blow to the speaker days after a debt agreement that his allies considered a huge victory. And what's more, it has exposed some long-simmering tensions between McCarthy and his number two after the speaker surprised many in his conference on Wednesday by pointing some fingers himself. "I wasn't blindsided, and the majority leader runs the floor," McCarthy said of Representative Steve Scalise, noting that the protest wasn't about the bill itself, which was focused on preventing gas stove bans. It was a conversation that the majority leader had with Clyde, and I think it was a miscalculation or misinterpretation of what one said to another. Yeah, right. This is just a bunch of legal garbage. They're speaking like, oh, this was somebody else's fault. No! It's your fault for screwing over the Freedom Caucus and virtually any Republican that supported you. It was a scam. And it looks like leadership is starting to fall apart within the House GOP. I mean, now you got stuff with the abortion stuff. I mean, behind closed doors on Wednesday, McCarthy's number 2 and number 3 briefed about a dozen Republicans, mostly battleground seat members, on their plan to take up 2 bills next week. Andrew Clyde's bid to nix a Biden administration gun regulation, which, by the way, this is freaking popular. The fact that they have to beg some of these Republicans for this? I mean, gun regulation's unpopular in freaking Maine, in Minnesota, even Oregon. So it's like, they have to beg some of these Republicans to vote for it? It just seems like a scam. And a separate proposal to strengthen limits on taxpayer funding for abortion. And of course, you had Nancy Mace bitch about it, but it's like, who frickin' cares what Mace thinks? I mean, she's a pro-choice lunatic that's amnesty shill. She's awful. So, it's like, man, it sucks that we have such a small majority because you gotta deal with clowns like this. But it sounds like leadership is not going too well. And behind closed doors, you have Fishback, fighting Mace, behind doors. It's like, yeah, this isn't good. And this does bring up serious questions about how long will this current leadership last? Because it doesn't sound like it's very stable. And behind closed doors, they're even pissing off the moderates. It's like, bro, I had a feeling this was going to fall apart, sooner rather than later, but we're only in June of 2023. And it sounds like that there is a lot of chaos behind closed doors. But the House Freedom Caucus, they warned them about this. Don't vote on the debt limit stuff because we got screwed over and you're not going to like what happens next. And yeah, everybody's pretty pissed off, and it makes it more difficult that it's like a 5-seat majority. But it's like, even the moderates are starting to get kind of frustrated with leadership. It just, either way, it's a complete and total mess. And I'm hoping that this gets resolved soon. Because if this ends badly, this could... I can't imagine how this goes if worst case scenario, there's like a bunch of resignations or something crazy and Democrats get a majority. Let's hope that doesn't go that far, but anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.